Welcome to Data Visualization with Matplotlib. In this lesson, you will learn the basics of visualizing data using Python. No experience required. Let us explore how to make beautiful, useful charts step by step. We will use Matplotlib, a popular Python library for making plots. Running the cell now. Get ready to turn numbers into pictures that tell stories. First, we will import warnings and tell Python to ignore them. This way, our notebooks are cleaner and easier to follow. This hides warnings so they do not distract us. Running the cell now. Now our notebook is set up for a smooth experience. What is Matplotlib? Matplotlib is a toolkit that helps you make graphs and charts in Python. It is very popular because it is simple and flexible. You can use Matplotlib to make line plots, bar charts, pie charts, and much more. Running the cell now. Let us start with installing Matplotlib if needed and learning the basics. Now we will import Matplotlib, focusing on its pyplot module. We use pyplot as PLT for short, which is the standard nickname. PLT helps us create and control our plots step by step. Running the cell now. With this import, we are ready to draw charts. Let us make our first plot using Matplotlib. We plot some simple numbers, set a title, and label the axes. The show command tells Python to display the plot now. This type of chart is a line plot, perfect for trends. After running this, you will see a basic chart appear. Running the cell now. Try changing the numbers to see how the line moves. Real-world data, let us load a sample dataset. We will use a real dataset about monthly shampoo sales. This will help you see how visualization works with real numbers. Running the cell now. Let us set up Pandas to load our data. Now we import Pandas. This library helps us work with tables of data. Here we download the shampoo sales dataset from an online link. We load it into Pandas, check its shape, and print the first few rows. This gives us a quick look at what the data looks like. You will see columns like month and sales. Shape of the data just means how many rows and columns are in our table. First few rows shows what the dataset looks like at the top. Running the cell now. Can you spot the highest or lowest sales values in this preview? Let us make a real chart using the shampoo sales data. We set the chart size, plot sales against months, and label everything. Rotating the month labels makes them easier to read. Tight layout prevents overlap between labels and the chart. Show displays our line plot. Now you can see sales moving up and down month by month. Running the cell now. What patterns or changes do you notice in the sales trend? Customizing plots. You can change how your plots look by choosing colors, markers, line styles, and more. This helps you highlight important details or make your charts unique. Running the cell now. Let us see how to customize a plot together. This time, we add color, markers, and a dashed line. Markers are little dots or symbols showing each data point. Changing the line color can make a chart stand out. Dashed lines help the chart look different from a simple straight line. The rest is just labels and neat layout like before. Try different colors, symbols, or line styles to see what you like best. Running the cell now. Experiment with red or blue to change the plot's mood. Let us add a legend to the plot. A legend tells the reader what each line or symbol means. We give the line a label and Matplotlib makes a legend box. This helps when you have more than one line in a chart. Legend is useful in comparisons and group charts. The rest of the code sets up the plot as before. Running the cell now. Try adding more lines with different labels to see many trends at once. Now let us try a bar chart. Bar plots use rectangles to show how big each value is. This is great for comparing months or categories quickly. Using color makes the bars easy to see. Rotating the labels helps us read them clearly. Once again, we finish with tight layout and show. Running the cell now. Bar charts are handy for showing totals or comparing groups, not trends. Handling missing data. Real datasets sometimes have missing values. Let us check if our sales data has any gaps. Running the cell now. Understanding gaps protects us from misleading results. We use Pandas to see if there are any missing values in our data. This counts how many empty or missing cells are in each column. Printing the result shows if we need to fix anything. If the numbers are all 0, we are in great shape. Running the cell now. If you saw missing numbers, try filling them in with an average or 0. Now let us point out the highest sales month in the data. We find the row where sales are largest, then grab that month and value. Scatterplot helps highlight that spot with a red dot. Legend keeps track of lines and marks for us. This chart shows both the sales trend and where it peaked. Highlighting the biggest value is handy for reports or decisions. Rotate labels, tidy layout, and show as before. Running the cell now. Think about why that month had high sales. Was it holidays or a special event? Charts can be saved as images to use in reports or share with friends. Figure lets us set the size. Savefig saves the plot to a file with the name we choose. Close keeps memory clean and avoids extra plots. Now, check your files for shampoo_sales_plot.png. Running the cell now. Try changing the file name to save different versions of your plot. This time, we let you pick the color of the plot. Input lets the user type a color, making charts more personal. Your choice is used as the color when drawing the line. This helps you learn and have some creative fun. Try different color names to see the effect. Running the cell now. Quick challenge: what happens if you choose a color name Matplotlib does not know? Grid lines make it easier to read values on your plots. Just call grid with true and you get helper lines. These lines help compare values along the axis. Try making charts with and without grid lines. Running the cell now. Can you think of a situation where grid lines might be distracting? Let us see how to compare two series on the same plot. We add a column of random numbers just for practice. Each line has its own marker and label for the legend. Dashed or dotted lines help separate the groups visually. This is useful when you want to see how one set of values relates to another. Legend shows which line is which. Running the cell now. Try making your own series to compare, like last year's versus this year's sales. Mini project: visualize trends and peaks. Task: draw a chart of shampoo sales that shows both monthly values and a dotted line for average sales. This will help you spot above average and below average months. Running the cell now. Let us build this chart together step by step. First, we calculate the average sales using Pandas. That is the sum of all sales divided by the number of months. Then we plot monthly sales with markers and a special red dotted line showing the average. Lines draws a horizontal average across the length of the chart. This lets you quickly see which months went above or below typical sales. Legend, layout, and show as usual finish our chart. Running the cell now. Which months had sales above average? Count them. Here, we find which months are above the average sales. We use scatter to put orange dots only on those months. This highlights outstanding performance visually. The average line remains as a guide. Try this idea to highlight any pattern you care about, like weekends or holidays. Running the cell now. Great work! Can you find patterns if you tried this with weather or other datasets? If your plot is missing, here are common issues. First, check for plt.show. It is required to display plots in notebooks. Second, double-check your spelling of column names. Running the cell now. Be patient. Even experts mistype names sometimes. Let us summarize what we covered so far. You learned how to make line plots, bar charts, and customize them in Matplotlib. You explored a real dataset and found trends and outliers. Running the cell now. Try explaining your plot to someone who has never seen the data. Challenge, try it yourself. Pick any dataset you care about. It could be sports scores, temperatures, or your favorite music trends. Make a line plot, add custom colors, and label everything. Share your results below or with a friend. Running the cell now. Practice is the best way to get comfortable with data and Matplotlib. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this beginner lesson, subscribe for more Python and data science tips. Let us keep exploring together. See you in the next video. Running the cell now. Subscribe and leave a comment with your best Matplotlib plot so far.